Okay, I just want to start off by saying this platform is to really showcase local entrepreneurs and to give them a platform so that we can support them because they are the backbone of our local communities. When all else fails, we depend on local entrepreneurs to lift us up, and they always rise to the occasion. So with that being said, it's July 17th, episode number 1. Can you introduce yourself and your business?
Sure, thank you for having me. My name is Caldwell. I'm the mother of 4 young adults, 3 boys, and I have a daughter named Ashley who has multiple disabilities. We started a business called goodonu.ca, and it's a Canadian social enterprise, and we create disability positive clothing and gifts.
That's amazing. Why did you choose the name Good On You for your business?
Good on you has like more than one meaning. It's like our clothing looks good on you, and also when you buy something, it does good. So a portion of all our sales goes in to support disability charities like Easter Seals, and right now we're doing one for the DMI Children's Foundation, which supports therapy for kids. Also, it raises awareness by wearing disability positive clothing. It starts conversations. So Good on You was just a natural fit for us.
That's amazing, and you look great. That looks good on you, what you're wearing today. Thanks for showing up in your t-shirt. And just a quick question, like why did you feel like entrepreneurship was your path of success instead of like collaborating with, say, I don't know, Roots or any other local like clothing line? Why did you think that going out onto your own was the best route for you?
I was really concerned when Ashley was in high school, especially around grade 11, that she wouldn't have maybe opportunities that I saw out in the community for people with disabilities. So there is some employment programs for kids that are more maybe high achieving, and Ashley has complex needs, and I felt if there was not going to be a job placement for her, it really needed to be created and very adapted to her needs.
Oh, that's awesome. So how is she like kind of part of the business?
Ashley she loves coloring and art, so we feature her art on her designs on our t-shirts, and we also engage her in modeling on our social media, so wearing the t-shirts and helping with promotion.
Nice. And does she like modeling? Does she enjoy?
That's a little bit tricky. We're always working on that, but she doesn't mind, and so we even like put makeup on her for the first time, and she was like thrilled to do a social media shoot.
Aw, that's
yeah,
so
and we
cute.
styled her hair yesterday with the Dyson like straightener.
Aww.
And she was just like enjoying that. So.
Everybody wants to feel good, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to look good and feel good. So that's great. That's awesome that you like did that for her. Was anybody else like in your family an entrepreneur, or like are you like a trailblazer for your family?
Yes, like my mom started a business in the 1970s when women didn't even have credit cards or anything, but my mom was a bit of a trailblazer, and she started a desktop publishing business in Ottawa. She had like over 40 employees, and they ran the business for 3 decades. My dad was also part of it, but it's my mom's business.
So what was it?
It was called desktop publishing. So before we all had laptop computers, governments, we were in Ottawa, and so federal governments would have to produce a lot of documents. And at the time they were doing them like on typewriters, and my mom did them with big Wang systems and big computers, and had a whole like 40 staff for quite a few decades.
That's crazy.
So they were always, and my dad was a computer programmer with like at the very beginning of programming.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did he go to like school? Did he go to school for that?
Yeah, my dad went to my mom graduated just high school, because in the 40s, she's 84 now. It wasn't an opportunity for her family for her to go to school. Just her brother went. There's 5 boys or 5 kids in her family, and they couldn't send them all to school. It just wasn't what happened then.
That's crazy. So she started that like all on her own, like without any post-secondary education or anything like that.
Yeah, she's very highly motivated.
Yeah, that's where you get it from, for sure.
My brother also is self-employed, and
Okay.
during COVID I helped him with bookkeeping and some other things that kind of made me a lot more familiar, and then I felt comfortable to go down this road myself.
Yeah,
That if
nice.
they could do it, maybe I could do it.
Of course, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
When did you start your clothing business?
We started in 2023, so it's been a few years.
Okay, so about 3 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. So good. What are some things that will keep you like motivated on a rainy day? Because I'm sure like it's not easy to keep going.
Mostly I'm motivated by Ashley and her future, and also like seeing other young adults. I really want to make sure that they have an opportunity. Customers give us really positive feedback and a lot of encouragement, and I just keep going. You have to. It feels meaningful when we raise money and are able to give back to different charities. So I'm just very motivated to keep on going.
Yeah, and you do that a lot. I know you do
Yeah.
give back like so much, which is so nice of you. You obviously don't have to, but it's so great that you do, like that you're so driven by that. And what are some of the biggest challenges that you faced throughout your from starting your clothing business? Like what are some things that you would say are challenges that you faced, if any?
I think most of our customers are caregivers or people with disabilities, so we're trying to keep the costs down. But then the costs of running a business can be quite high. There's quite a few costs involved, so and we want to give a portion away, so that is always a challenge. So we do have one sponsor now, and we're kind of trying to seek out more sponsorships so that we could keep the prices still down and affordable and still be able to give back to the community.
Okay.
Because we need to increase volume. It's hard. Like the
Yeah.
marketing, the research, it's a full-time.
Do you have any
job.
experience in that, like marketing and stuff, or are you learning everything like on the fly as you go?
Well, before I had Ashley, I worked at IBM. I did work in marketing, but I would say that was a long time ago. That was, the very beginning of e-commerce, because
Yeah.
Ashley's 21.
Yeah.
So no, I could use more experience in that.
Well, it seems like you're doing a very good job though, like with all your markets that you've had. Like I see you outside promoting, which is so great. Like it's great to get the awareness out there. Has there been anyone along your path that's like helped you, like one person that's helped you along the way of your journey?
I would definitely say, well, my niece, she does volunteers to do a lot of the art for our website, and then I have a cousin that worked in retail, and my kids now. So when we do pop-up markets, Ashley's brothers go. It's really a family ordeal, and the family's just super supportive. We were just at a market at L'Arche, Toronto 2 weeks ago, and Ashley and I were here doing an accessible art event. I couldn't attend, but they all said, we'll go, and her 3 brothers were there.
That's so nice.
And pressing and selling the shirts. And me and Ashley were here doing our volunteer work at Richmond and having fun doing our accessible art.
Yeah, which
So
is good. That's so good. That's nice that like your sons are willing to help and that they're out here to support you, but to support their sister too. I'm sure that means like so much to her.
They're really good at telling Ashley's story, and they're doing it for her. And I think they just enjoy connecting with the community and talking with everyone.
Yeah, that's good. It's good that they're able to like raise awareness and be there when you are doing other things out in the community. So that's awesome. What are like when you started this business? Like what? I know you mentioned that you wanted to create opportunities for other people like Ashley with disabilities. Is that kind of like what your goal was when you started the business?
Yeah, that's a little bit, that is hard because it's so, but we are hoping as we grow forward and if we can find more sponsors to have a marketplace for people with disabilities that are artists that want to sell them on shirts and have a bit of a gallery of t-shirts by various artists. That's something I'd like to see grow in the next year or 2 on the website, but
that's awesome. That's so cool. That's cool. And does she enjoy creating art for the clothing line? Like does she like drawing?
She loves to color. Like that is something that she does every day.
Wow.
So if I'm home, like I'm often working at my kitchen table during the day, doing different Zooms and meetings, and my notepad's there. She'll come in and she like just takes my pen and starts coloring and drawing. So we're trying to, and she does it at school too. They set up like a desk and coloring and stuff, and she does. So she just likes.
That's awesome. Has she always been that way? Like always since she was younger?
Yeah, she's been into art, and we have to kind of adapt her art. It's not like traditional drawing, but we work at it to make sure that it's something that's sellable.
Yeah, for sure. And so like how do from like all her artwork that she has, because I'm sure she has a lot, like how do you pick and choose like which ones you're gonna actually put on a shirt and which ones you are not going to?
Yeah, like she only has 3 designs that we've done. One is a heart, which we had like with masking tape outlined the heart and then just gave her different colors and she colored in. It's actually our logo. Like what's right.
It's on the sleeve, the other side.
Yeah, on the sleeves, yeah.
Nice.
And then our inclusion is love design is her coloring, and then we dropped it behind graffiti letters, kind of like graffiti art.
Okay, awesome. And do you ask her, like, is it okay? Like, I don't know, like, I mean, I know she doesn't really, like, need to give permission, but do you, like, ask her which one she wants to choose, or, like, give her?
We give her a choice of, like, colors and things and involve her, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. So with all your experience, what's one piece of advice you can give to somebody who wants to start a business, maybe doesn't know how to execute it or where to start, or might be afraid of starting? Like what's something that you could tell them to encourage them?
I would say like start smaller than you think you need to. You don't really need to know everything before you're beginning. People have an issue with getting caught up in like analysis paralysis, where you're just analyzing and then you do not move forward. That is actually quite common. And really you just gotta jump into it and start. And sometimes not knowing all the risks will allow you to proceed than someone that's well aware of all the risks. Now what I know about a t-shirt business, if I knew all this, I probably would have been like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think because I didn't know how challenging it would be, I decided to just start.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, I think that's great advice, because I think a lot of the times people like, they want to have like everything in order before they start, and it doesn't all like you there's a little bit of magic in the unknown. So like to be able to like start small and just start where you are. I think that's great advice. And so talking about advice, what's a piece of advice that you would give yourself if you could go back to the beginning of your journey as a new entrepreneur in retrospect now after 3 years? What would you tell yourself?
I probably would have started smaller. I think I like to think big, and we put a lot of like designs out there at the beginning and just start with a few items
And then
and get like feedback from your community and keep going. I'm a bit overzealous. But yeah, just keep connecting with your community and build up those connections. The connections that I have with different organizations have been immensely valuable. And with the city, like the city of Richmond Hill has a tremendous small business program where you can get so many amazing education and seminars and advice.
Yeah.
Definitely tap into the Richmond Hill Small Business Center.
Yeah, what's some like feedback that you've gotten out in the community about the business?
People are just tremendously supportive.
Yeah, I think Richmond Hill is like extremely, like such a supportive city for sure.
Yeah, they really got behind us. When we wrote our business plan and we received the Richmond Hill Small Business Grant at the beginning, which was so helpful. So yeah, definitely connect with your city. If you're in Richmond Hill or if you're in Toronto, there's support everywhere.
How did you find like how to apply for the grant?
On the city's website.
Yeah, there is something there. Okay,
Yeah.
Awesome. So how can people find you or contact you if they're looking for your business?
We have a website, goodonu, which is the letter U, like in universities, .ca, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at goodonu.ca.
Okay, perfect. Before we go, my last question for you is, can you fill in the blank for us, just to help out the economy so that people will know where they can help. So the phrase is, Ontario needs more blank.
Ontario needs more meaningful and inclusive employment opportunities, for sure. People with disabilities deserve like fair compensation, meaningful work, opportunities to kind of develop their talents and their interests, and they need very flexible and accessible workplaces. There needs to be way more of that.
Yeah, awesome. Well, if anybody's out there listening and they can help create more opportunities, that's what this platform is all about. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me.